Austin Comicon, day 2. There's the floor. It's early in the morning. It's not that busy yet in the panel section. What's up, fellow nerds? It's Dr. Paul with a comic call. Back from 2 days at Austin Comicon, which is conveniently very close to my house. So rather than do a big long marathon day where I would get hangry, I just went down for a few hours each day. And it was fun. It was mostly Media Fest, like we've come to expect. A lot of voice actors and celebrity types. Eric Estrada was there. Billy D. Williams was there. I think I counted 6 booths with comic books. 2 of them were obscenely expensive, and I guess we're just trying to get tourists to spend way above market price. 2 of them were about market price. I bought 1 book from one of them, and then I found 2 that had a lot of what I thought were pretty good deals on fun comics, so I bought it myself a little stack, and I thought we'd go through them. So this is a nice copy of Supervillain Team Up #1. I'd probably put it at about a 7 or an 8, and I got a little bit of a discount off this. I was happy with that. Transformers 22. There's a lot of people putting together this 25th anniversary frame collection, and this is not one of the harder books of that series to find, but when I find them in nice high grade, this has a couple of pressable defects. I think this could be an 8, a 9, maybe even a little better when we're done with it. So again, I got a little discount off that. I was happy with that. This one I think was priced a long time ago and forgotten about. This is the first appearance of Lyra and her origin, and it goes for a lot more than that in today's market, frankly, and I did get a little discount, so that was one of the finds that was more exciting. This is actually one of the coolest things I found at the con. So Clandestine #1. This is the gold cover, but look, it's a newsstand. This is crazy. I was thrilled to find this. This is ridiculous. Like, this is a low price even for the regular direct, and it includes a newsstand of #2. So I do already have a copy of this book, but I think one of them might get slabbed. Maybe one of them will get sold. This is definitely the ultimate version of this book. I think. I mean, maybe a Mark Jewelers exists too or something. I don't know that you get a Mark Jewel. Yeah, who knows? But this is definitely one of the more desirable versions of this book. So, and I got a discount off that as well. So that was awesome. Here's a series of books I got from one vendor. I'll do this one first here. So here is about a 7 or 8.0, but presents really well. Marvel Team Up 141. So this is tied, I believe, as with Amazing Spider-Man 252 for first appearance of the black costume. It's an Art Adams cover, and it's a newsstand. I've never owned this book, so I was super excited to see this. It's not super high grade, but for my PC, it's awesome. And I offered the guy $40 and he took it on this book, so I think that's great. I got a number of books here. I'll put these together. That were, they're listed as $5, but they were 5 books for $20, so they're really $4. So I got this White Fox variant, which is a Peach Momoko, I believe. I got this first appearance of Infinity Inc. with all these first appearances. This is actually a key book that goes for a lot more than that online now. It's also a newsstand. It's pretty nice shape. It's got some pressable defects, so I do already own this book as well, but was excited to pick this up. We'll clean and press it We'll see if it's nicer than the one on my PC. If it is, we'll put this into my PC, maybe sell the one that I have. So that was another fun find. Similar for this book, this great battle between Soups and Captain Marvel goes for quite a bit more than this online, and I do already own it, but similarly, I'll clean it, press it. We'll see if this is nicer than, I think my copy is one that I bought off the newsstand, so it's unlikely to be nicer than this. So this might go on my PC. This was my free book. I just thought it kind of looked neat, and Black Knight obviously was introduced in Eternals. We're going to see some more of them. So I only had 4 books that I really wanted, so that was my sort of freebie. And then I grabbed 2 copies of this Wonder Man #1. I think these have been going 20 to 40 bucks online now. These are both really high-grade copies. Again, I'll check them out for pressable defects. We'll work on them. And these might go right into my next submission to CGC in preparation of what we know is coming in the MCU with Wonder Man. Then I grabbed a couple of books for $2 each. Britannia #1. I really enjoyed this show on, actually I'm not sure where we streamed it, but I watched this on one of the streaming apps and enjoyed it. So for $2, I thought couldn't lose with that. And I like these Justice League Dark cover Bs. I just really enjoy the art, and so I've been finding these for basically like half cover price, $2 to $2.50. When I see them, I get them. Not that I'm amassing all of them, I'm just trying to get the whole run, so that was fun. And then I got myself a couple of slabs. These Alex Ross Timeless variants are so cool, and they're, for the most part, very inexpensive. You can pick these up around $50, which is about what I paid for this. And you know, if I get it online, I gotta pay taxes and shipping and everything else. I paid a little less than $50, like all in, without worrying about shipping and taxes, so I was thrilled to grab that. Similarly, this was a very inexpensive slab. This is a Suicide Squad #1 from 2021, so this is the current series. This was the cover B as well, so this is a variant, but it's not a ratio variant or anything. These are also relatively inexpensive online. Some have sold for about $100, but there's quite a few selling around $50. I got this for about that, but again, didn't have to pay $15 shipping, didn't have to pay taxes, so I really enjoyed the Peacemaker show on HBO Max. I enjoyed him in Suicide Squad. I'm looking forward to more of him. Actually, I want to find somebody to collaborate on a cosplay, because I want to be Peacemaker this year for Halloween at least, and maybe even do some cons. So I really thought that was a neat, just fun cover pickup. And then last but certainly not least, I grabbed this Spider-Gwen #1 from 2015, the hip hop variant. What's really awesome about this is a Slick Rick cover swipe or homage, and I really enjoyed this album when I was young. So this for me is sort of the intersection of hip hop and comics, and was just a lot of fun. The con, and I paid about retail for this, but again, got to see it in person, knew that it wasn't cracked or abraded or chipped, didn't have to pay the $15, you know, shipping and handling that I normally would pay. So I felt fine just paying retail for this time. I don't normally buy a lot of things at retail, but this was one for the PC that I was happy to pay that. So overall, the con was fun. It was not a place where I would say was a great spot to go hunting for back issues. You know, this is 8 hours worth of going through the bins. I went through almost the entire inventory of almost all of the dealers that were there. 2 of them were so overpriced that I went through about a third of their boxes and said, well, there's literally nothing that's even close to a price that I would pay, so I'm going to move on. So I didn't go through their entire inventories, But the other dealers that were there, I went through their entire inventories, and this is all that I thought was that interesting. So, you know, you probably could go to one big comic shop and find more good deals than what I found at the con, and not have to pay, you know, 55 days for a 2-day pass at the con and $8 shipping each day, or rather parking each day at the con, etc. But that said, it was nice. It was fun to get out. Oh, I did see Carl Potts. I'm gonna pause the video. Well, I'll do another short segment and I'll show you the books that Carl Potts signed for me. That was neat. And there were so many cool cosplayers. I really enjoy seeing the cosplayers, and so it was definitely worth it to get out and you know, do something a little different. And I'm happy with the books that I found while I was there. So I would say it was, all in all, a very successful con. Here are those books I promised to show you from Carl Potts signing. So he was a guest at the con, and these are from my personal collection. Interestingly, he said that if he personalized them to me, they were free. But if he just signed them, he charged for them, and I'm not even sure how much he charged. And I said, well, these are all for my PC. Feel free to personalize them to me. So he did. So these were signed by him, and I got to chat with him a little bit. The Defenders, the new Defenders, 125. And then I had Punisher War Journal, a newsstand and a direct each that he signed for me. And it was great to meet him. He was a super nice guy. Val Mayerick was there as well, and I saw him briefly, but stood in line. He took off. And then I went back to his booth like 3 more times and never saw him again. I did have a couple books that I wanted him to sign as well, but just never was able to bump into him. So anyway, that's super cool. So again, all in all, worthwhile trip, fun, not super amazing, but you know, it's a good change of pace, and I did have fun, and I got some fun books. So that's all for today. Happy hunting, and take care of one another.